Hi everybody, my name is Kai. Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the purpose of Ageless Beauty Network, who is Kai, and how it all came about. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Hey y'all, so like I mentioned previously, this video is about giving you guys more insight on what Ageless Beauty Network is about and why it's been created, the whole purpose behind it, and who am I. So if I can give you a little bit of who I am, that'll lead into the whole purpose of why I created it. So I am a licensed cosmetologist. I work corporate America full-time, and I do hair and makeup on the side, but it's my passion. It's not a hustle, it's my passion. It's what I love. And how that all came about is years ago, I fairly new to Houston. I moved from New York, just me and my boy. And when I came here, I absolutely did not know a lot of people. I followed a friend of mine, my childhood friend. I followed her and her family who had moved out here as well from New York. And you know, it's just pretty much of a close-knit family. So they didn't know a lot of people, and of course when I came along, I didn't know a lot of people. So it was hard trying to find my footing, because Texas is totally different from New York. Totally different. But I moved here because, and not that it's a bad thing. I love Texas. I would never go back to living in New York. But it is a different environment, and certain things I had to get accustomed to that was normal, more normal in New York, if you will, if that makes sense. Like certain things that I was accustomed to doing in New York, here it was strange. I guess that's what I wanted to say. Most people didn't understand, or they didn't get it, or you know, just things like that. So in any event, a friend of mine had her own wig company. She sold lace wigs, and she also sold hair, bundled hair. And she opened her own shop, and it was in a salon suite environment. So there were other shops in this building, and I was on a job interview because I had gotten laid off for the second time in the oil and gas industry. The second time ever in my life being laid off, and it happened when I moved to Texas. So I was on my way home, and I had to pass up her shop to get home. And I said, you know what, let me go stop by and say hello. And when I did, she said, oh my God, can you braid? And I said, yeah, I can braid. Why? She said, I had a braider coming in, and I have a few clients that need their hair braided down so that I can apply their units. And her wig shop was not just an ordinary wig shop. She dealt with cancer patients, alopecia patients, people dealing with hair loss, period. And there were regular clients as well, but that's what she catered to. So it was very important that she had someone there, because she did not know how to braid hair. And I said, hey, look, I'm out of a job. I have nothing else to do. How much you paying? So once she told me, and I was okay with it, you know, because it was very simple, nothing intricate. And next thing I know, I'm not leaving there till like maybe 8 o'clock at night, and I had made a little over $200. I want to say it was just easy money, and I became addicted. And she needed a braider, and she had asked me, she said, do you mind coming in? And I said, nope, not at all, until I find something else. So long story short, there was a hairstylist that was next door to her, and I was going to her to get my hair done, and I kept it cut short, like, you know, a Toni Braxton kind of hairstyle. And she and I hit it off, and she'd asked me, she said, do you ever thought about being in the beauty industry? And I said, no, I never thought about it. You know, I've played with people's hair before. I've always loved doing hair, but I've never thought about it, and it's just too late for me. She goes, no, it's not. I'm like, girl, I'm in my 30s now. She said, no, ma'am, it's not too late. And she said, have you ever thought about being a makeup artist? You don't have to go to school for it, but, you know, I would advise it, but you don't have to. Which kind of made me like, why would she think that I'd be good at makeup? Because I wasn't wearing makeup at the time. I really wasn't. I do maybe eyeliner, mascara, and lip gloss. That was it. And I said, well, I don't know how to do makeup professionally. And she says, well, you have a great personality, and I think that will take you far. And the more you get into it, the more you're gonna learn and expand your horizons, yada yada yada. It was far-fetched to me, but I said, you know what, let me give it a try. So I went out and bought a couple of cheap palettes. I was watching YouTube University trying to figure everything out, because I couldn't afford to go to school or pay somebody to teach me. So I did the best I could with what I had. And I always loved beauty anyway. My mom, that woman there, she was like the beauty queen. You know, she couldn't go to the grocery store unless her makeup and hair was on point. Okay. So I grew up seeing that. I didn't grow up wearing it, you know, which baffled her, because she figured, like, if I'm wearing it, you should wear it. Why aren't you wearing it? But I felt like it was just too much. I'm really low maintenance when it comes to stuff like that. And so in any event, I decided that I was going to use my friends as practice. And I did. And it wasn't the best. But they were supporting me. They, you know, they loved the idea of me even trying something different outside of the box, or whatever the case may be. So after a while, I started to get a little bit better. Fast forward, I had a few clients. Fast forward some more. I had started doing braids and sew-ins for people. And that's something I learned from watching other people and things like that. And one of my girlfriends said, Kai, you know, you should really think about going to beauty school. Well, I'm not going to do that, you know, because mind you, this is a few years later. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be the oldest one in there. She said, no, you should really consider it. Like, such and such is going, and she's going part-time in the evening, and, you know, she's not far behind you. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. She said, really think about it. And I said, okay. Thought about it. I started doing research. I couldn't find any schools that had night classes that were near me. Couldn't find them. Then one day, I was just doing research some more, and it just popped up. Ogle Beauty School. Ogle Hair, Skin, and Nails. And I'm like, what's this? So I check it out, and they had just opened up their nighttime program. Sign me up. Now, here's the good stuff. At the time, it sounded good. But once it got closer to the date of me actually going to the school to see, just to see what it was about, I started to get nervous. I started thinking about, you know, I'm going to be the only one there that's in their 40s, because at the time I was 42 years old. It's gonna be a whole bunch of 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds. What am I doing? Am I going through a midlife crisis? Who does this at this age? Like, what? Why? Why? Went ahead and did it anyway, with the encouragement of my friends and the support and the push and everything else. So I signed up. I'm shaking like a leaf. You know, this is a couple of days after, of course. You know, I'm trying to sum this thing up, but I'm nervous. I'm trembling like a leaf. I felt like I was signing my life away. I felt like I was actually doing a mortgage all over again, like buying a home. That's what it felt like. It was just, it was a good feeling, but also, you know, I didn't want buyer's remorse. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to be sure for sure, but I didn't have that. You know, I just knew that, you know, I might as well go through it. I went this far now, and why not? And I don't want to not do it, and all these people believe in me, and I'm sitting back like, I ain't gonna do it. So I went ahead and did it. And when I tell you, I met the most wonderful people. What is it?
Soy chingona. Soy chingona. Soy chingona. Soy chingona. Okay, stop.
Recording it.
Did you talk to my manager? You seen the video?
At that school, I met some people that weren't so much, but I met someone, like, I'm still friends with them to this very day. So the whole time that I'm there, I went for 18 months straight, Monday through Friday, from 5:30 p.m. Sometimes I didn't leave until 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I think one time I left at 1 o'clock in the morning, because at that point, when you get to a certain phase, you start taking clients. And I was just taking clients, you know, because I loved it and people were requesting me. I didn't realize how good I could be doing that. You don't ever know unless you try. But there were a couple of people. There was one woman that was older than me that was at the school, but she was a beauty school dropout. She had other obligations and she couldn't finish, you know. And there was another young lady that was, you know, I think we may have been the same age, or maybe she was slightly older, but she and I are still friends to this very day. And she's graduated as well. So I had maybe, I want to say she was the only one in my age bracket in night school. She was the only one, besides, of course, the instructors. But it made me feel a little bit more comfortable about being there. But it didn't stop the questions. It didn't stop the, why am I here? Am I crazy? What am I doing? The whole entire time. And I really didn't have anybody to talk to about it. I really didn't. And that what was traumatizing to me. Like, I really didn't, I had people to talk to, but nobody that could really understand what I was feeling doing what I was doing. They really couldn't, unless they were in the industry. And that whole entire time, I'm like, man, it'd be great if there was some type of like group or support system, something, or somebody that, you know, people like me could talk to. And that's when it clicked. I could create that group. Why not? Then I started dreaming, like, it could be this, I could do that. It'd be great if there's a platform, because I cannot be the only woman at my age who feels the way I feel. Either they are trying to, they're considering starting a new life, or rebuilding their passion, or just wanting to you know, live their dreams and not feel ashamed for wanting to do it because they're a mom, they're a wife, and you know, they are at a certain age. It shouldn't have to be that way. We should be able to reinvent ourselves. We should be able to live our dreams regardless. And I know that I didn't realize that could have been my dream until it was introduced to me and I fell in love with it. And I'm saying to myself, I grew up in a family full of people in the entertainment industry. From my dad, who was a talented singer. He did jingles for commercials, sang with the Duke Ellington Band. My grandfather was a traveling musician on my mom's side. My mom was an artist. She can draw her butt off, okay? That's why she was so good at makeup, and she was good at hair, and all these talented people. I had cousins that could sing, you know, just things like that. Uncles that can sing and play instruments and things like that. And I've always dabbled in hair, always. Somebody always came to me and asking me to do their hair, but I never thought about it as a career because I wanted to be a singer. You girl got some pipes, okay? But I wanted to be a singer, and that's what I was focused on. And I didn't like the industry. I didn't. It was too cutthroat. The men didn't respect you. This is a different time. I don't know how it is today, but they didn't respect you and things like that. So in any event, I had no idea. I really didn't, to think that doing hair could be a career. Doing makeup could be a career. I remember going to a photo shoot to get my headshots done, and the guy doing my makeup did such an awesome job. Or maybe I can insert that picture somewhere once I learn how to maneuver YouTube. I'll figure it out. But I was so in awe, like, oh my God, is that me? This is beautiful, blah, 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 blah. And he's telling me what to do, this and that or whatever. But it did not click to say, maybe I should look into dabbling into this, you know, like. And then I worked for, in New York, I worked for L'Oreal Cosmetics. Got all the free products. Any day of the week, whatever I wanted. Never thought about it. I was an administrative assistant for the vice president of the marketing department. Didn't think about it. All this stuff just flew over my head because I was just focused on being the singer. So in any event, things happen for a reason. Me going to that salon to braid somebody's hair turned into me getting my hair done, turned into sowing a seed. She sowed a seed in me. And I'm here today starting this network because of her. The whole purpose of this network is hopefully somebody is watching this video and somebody is saying, man, I had doubts, and you know, maybe I could reach out to her. Y'all can reach out to me. I don't mind. But maybe I could reach out to her, or maybe I can watch her videos and she can, you know, help to inspire me some more. Or I can send her an email and she can give me some advice on how to get started. And it doesn't necessarily have to be beauty. It could be anything else. I don't know everything, but I can tell you, I can encourage the hell out of you. I can do that. Ain't no problems. So that's the whole purpose of Ageless Beauty Network. Ageless because no matter what age, beauty, not because of the beauty industry, but because we're all beautiful. We have beautiful dreams. We got beautiful insight. We got beautiful hearts and spirits and everything. And it's a network because we're all going to be supporting one another. That's what we need. So, at the age of 42, I signed up for beauty school. At the age of 43, I graduated, valedictorian of my class. Okay. I doubted myself the whole entire time, but I graduated valedictorian. I did this for 18 months. In the evening, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays, from 5:30 until whatever time at night, religiously, faithfully, with the support. At this time, I was married. I am married. And my husband was super, super, super supportive. My family, my friends, everybody was so super supportive. Who am I to sit back and continue to doubt what God has for me? This is not my doing. I'm being obedient. And you should too. So if you have a dream or a passion, stop. Do not sit back and doubt yourself. Do not second guess. Don't question anything. Just do it. Do it. And I'm going to tell you this too. Me starting this YouTube channel is scary. It still is scary. This is my third video. This is my third video because I sat back and could not figure out what did I want to talk about. Because I don't want it to be a hair and makeup tutorial. I don't want any tutorials. I want it to be a support system, story times, giving you different ideas, or, you know, we can all build this together. So I'm open for suggestions. I'm open for some ideas. Give me some creative ideas of some things to do, because I'm truly, truly stuck. I am. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out YouTube and camera angles and stuff like that, because right now I'm looking at myself like, this is weird. But in any event, I thank you so much for watching my video. I thank you so much for being interested. Please like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Share it. Have somebody else be blessed. Have somebody else want to like, comment, and subscribe. Help me build this, okay? Because right now I got 90 subscribers and I'm looking for 1 million. Okay. So in anyway, I thank you so much, and till next time, peace.